Hey guys, it's Musically here today and I'm back with another video. Now today's video we're going to be reacting to Citizen Soldier's song called Pandora's Box from their album called This Is Your Sign Part 1. Now the last song I forgot since it was a while, like it's been a couple of days since I listened to it, but I think I really liked it. And this album as a whole, I still don't know my full feelings about it. Maybe I have to listen to the rest of the album to get a more of a gist on what I think about it. But for right now, I'm going to leave it as a question mark. Now, the title of the song is quite interesting, Pandora's Box, and there's something interesting about that. I don't want to be the type of person who be like, well, actually, it's this and that, but I'm going to be that type of person. Technically, Pandora's Box wasn't a thing. It was a jar. And the real mythology, she was handed a jar with, hope and, the destruction and despair and stuff in there. It was never a box, so technically it should be Pandora's jar or vase, something like that. But she didn't have a box. So yeah, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, who cares? But yeah, I just want to drop that for you guys. This has been a great band. I've been really liking it, but don't be surprised if there's some albums or some songs I don't like, because I'm not assuming when I go into a band or a group that I listen to that I'm gonna like not only every song of theirs but every album of theirs, because sometimes some bands they drop out some albums that aren't that great. But even with that being said, that doesn't mean that they're a bad band. It just means that sometimes they hit a bump in the road. Now I'm not saying that's the case for this album, but if that is the case at some point, I'm not gonna hold it against them. I'm just gonna be like, well, this is just one album I didn't really like too much. But yeah, let's get into it.
I'm ripping stitches from my lips so you can finally see the ugly truth I buried 6 feet down inside of me. I'm always saying that I'm fine, but I'm not alright, no. If you only knew, always had to masquerade under all the shame, cause you couldn't take the truth. I'm suppressing rage, you chose to look the other way. Pandora's box is opening, now you're gonna say I am not okay. Don't waste your breath, it's too late. I don't know if I'll make it through the night. Will I see another sunrise? I'll feel more dangerous than a loaded gun. I don't know if I wanna live another day, if it means feeling this way. My head's Pandora's box, I'm coming undone. I'm coming undone. I'm gonna run. Nowhere to run when the most vicious storms are in my head. I'll feel the water rise behind my eyes with every breath. I'm always saying that I'm fine, but I'm not alright, no. You never had a clue. I've learned it's easier to fake it than be awake, cause I can't take the truth. I'm suppressing rage, you chose to look the other way. Pandora's.
Okay, the guitar riff and the drumming, it's a little bit different than, what I've heard before from their other instrumentals. They have a little bit more unique difference. At first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I think I kind of like it now. It kind of grew on me a little bit. His singing, in some parts, he's fluctuating his, his vocal range quite a bit, which is good. But some parts, I don't know, I just don't like some parts as much as I like others. Like some parts, he hits it very smooth and it's a very nice transition. But then other parts, I'm just like, it doesn't sound as good as the rest. As a whole, the song isn't bad. I just don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if it's, great. I just think it's okay right now. Hopefully, maybe when I listen towards the ending, or maybe if I listen to it a couple more times, I'll have a better feeling on it. But for right now, I'm kind of, have a little bit of a question mark when it comes to how I feel about the song as a whole. But let's get back into it.
Box is opening, now you're gonna say the dam is gonna break. Don't waste your breath, it's too late. I don't know if I'll make it through the night. Will I see another sunrise? I'll feel more fit inside. What I really am's too ugly for your eyes. But living in this lie made me a rising tide. I will not be denied. I don't know if I'll make it through the night. Will I see another sunrise? I'll feel more dangerous than a loaded gun. I don't know if I wanna live another day, if it means feeling this way. My head's Pandora's box, I'm coming undone. I've got nowhere to run. I've got nowhere to run. I've got nowhere to run.
So that was Pandora's Box by Citizen Soldier. Now, that song didn't really blow me away. I think it was okay, but I do like the smooth singing in this part. The parts where he was singing smooth and his vocals were going nice, I really like that. I think that was my favorite part of the song, but as a whole, it didn't really do too much for me. It wasn't too crazy. It wasn't like, and when I mean crazy, I don't mean like, oh, it's high energy. I just mean like, it didn't really draw me in. Like, you know, when you read a book, you need kind of like a hook to draw you into the rest of the story. I didn't really feel like there was a strong hook to draw me in as a whole, but I do like the smooth transitioning parts, and I think that's the part I like the most about his voice when it comes to singing, and when he does that more in his songs is better. But this one, I just felt like as a whole, it was, you know, maybe like I said, if I listen to it a couple more times, because sometimes some songs I listen to, my first judgment on a song might be a lot more harsh than, you know, if I listen to it a couple more times, because there's been countless songs that I've listened to that I've absolutely hated the first time I listened to it. I'm like, this is trash. I don't know why people like this. I would never like this. And then I'm just, I don't know, something in my head is like, man, you know, it was a little catchy right here. Let me listen to it again. And then if I listen to it like a couple more times, then going from like, oh, this is terrible to this is amazing, this is the best. So I don't know if that will happen with this song, but I don't hate the song. I just think it's okay. Though the smooth parts are very nice, and that's really great about the song. But as a whole, it just didn't really have anything to, you know, draw me in that was like, oh my gosh, this is very impactful feeling. So yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time.